Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Oregairu. It is season 2 episode 9 and you know what to do as always. If you want to see the reaction itself, just go into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the parentheses, dot parts with real dots and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode, so see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now, a nice episode, right? In very many regards, a feel-good episode. Just a nice time with all of our friends and nothing dramatic happened. Or did it? I am not so sure. The ending of the episode was putting up some question marks for me. So we will talk about it one by one. So we started off this episode again with Hikki and his sister Komachi, and I really liked the idea of them starting this. I think they began that in season 2. I might be wrong there, but it feels to me like all of season 2 starts off with the two at home, which is cool because you can see that whatever is happening during the day, he is kind of reflecting with his sister. That's a nice thing. So he's like, I wanna die, because he's so embarrassed that he lowered his guard, that he showed something personal, which I partially understand. And on the other hand, hey, come on, it's the best thing that could have happened, in my opinion at least. So his sister, instead of telling him that, instead of saying, no, you did good, there was a good thing, which possibly he would have then denied, shoved away. Instead, she's like, you're a creep. You are scum. So instead of comforting him, she's like hitting a bit more on him while he's down. And it's working, kind of. Because she says then, and you are scum and you are weird, but that's the way I like you, And that's cool. I really like this conversation they had there. And the fact that he is like, yeah, I like myself like that as well. So, because that's healthy. It's a good thing. If you don't like yourself, you're in deep trouble. We all know that. So it was a good beginning. And then we instantly switched to the club room. So, I'm pretty sure there were more stickers on it this time. And in many ways, this and then the whole episode felt like it's all good now. They are back together, it's feeling right, but there are differences. So he's coming in, Yui is not there yet. Yuki is, Yui isn't. They are both sitting down, reading their books like they did in the past, and there is this moment when he looks up, you see this moment of, okay, we are cool again, it's fine again. It all feels kind of relaxed. And then Yuki starts by coughing a bit, asking for attention, and offering this, in the end, the help that she admitted that she offered for this council problem. And they wait for Yui. So, and there's the first, I mean, it's not, how to say, it's a major change. There were many things pointing toward that already. But she is no longer sitting in the middle. In the last episodes, she said very much more towards Yuki, but still not completely there. And this time, she takes her chair and puts it right direct next to her. So this is this being close to her physically, and you can see it. I think it's maybe I'm wrong, but I say it's a matter of feelings. All this show, this episode especially, but the whole series, in my opinion, finger points a lot towards that there is a relationship forming between those two, and the meaning of apart from just being friends. I think there is this option of those two getting together, and I would like it. They're cool. So she's very close to her, sitting next. Yuki is kind of pushing away there. I mean, she's in her space, right? In the intimate space zone. And she's like, could you move a bit? And you could see that Yui in this moment is a bit down. And instantly, Yuki's like, oh, I didn't mean that. So there is something happening, clearly. However, a cool one. I like it. It's the first, in this episode, the first hint towards that. And then we are having this how can we help with the whole situation in this Christmas Council problem. And they can't. I like it. I was like, okay, will they sit in there and will maybe Yuki say something or Yui say something, like trying to wake them up, which we know does not help at all. But no, they are just sitting through it. They just skip that part, and then we have the aftermath of it, and it's that's done. I don't know how to solve that. So the idea is possibly not doing anything with them, but alone instead. Which is possibly the only solution. I agree that these three here and some of their friends set up the real Christmas event instead of this council, which will possibly solve the issue, but in my opinion is not solving the overall issue, which is that whenever this council or these people in it will have to do anything again, they will do the same crap. That's the problem. They are just talking and not doing stuff. So it's too late to wake them up. But in the end, normally what is helping is if they fell on their nose. It's sad but true. Pain helps you learning. So if these council members would fall on their noses, and would fail with this nothing that they are creating, and it would fall back onto them and not onto someone else, maybe they would learn from it. But seeing how they act, they will possibly be able to shift the blame away to someone else. To, as example, the small kids from the other schools, or towards Hikki and the others that helped them because they did not do as was said to do. It's a typical thing. Those people who are creating empty phrases are very good at evading the consequences. But that's that. So they are thinking about what to do. How can we solve it? What can we do ourselves? And end up meeting our favorite teacher, Hiratsuka. And there are two small winks from her. The one towards that he solved the situation with the two girls, as he was meant to do by her. And when he agrees to go to this Christmas festival, this Christmas, whatever kind of park this is here, she gave him a little wink again. So like, yeah, you're doing good. Don't stop doing it. It's not completed yet. You know, it has to be nourished, this situation. So she won some tickets for this park, 4 of them, because she entered a lottery or whatever it was multiple times, and it was about a wedding again, so she's still in the old habits of searching more neither panically for a husband. Whatever. She gave it to them, and they are going to this amusement park of Pan-san. Pan, possibly the panda, right? And in the moment when you could see, so Yui was in for it instantly. I mean, it's fun, right? And Yuki was against it. And I mean, you've seen my reaction. It was this moment of, wait a second, a panda. Isn't Yuki the one who is like carrying around on her backpack and on multiple other things this panda? She loves this panda. So her trying to avoid it is possibly like I don't want to go there because I'm afraid that people will realize how much I like the panda. So going to this park is possibly the best idea ever. So we will see. So they're going together, and they have kind of invited. Iroha did invite only like everyone else, which brings me to her. So she's like fourth wheel on this tripod we have here right now. And it, in many regards, the series felt like the series is creating two new couples. So in the first season, we had this running around between the three main characters, who is coming together with Hikki or not. This season, however, it feels more and more like the two girls are getting together, and Hikki might be getting together with Iroha. Or Iroha, sorry if I mispronounce. But this episode sheds a different light now, because she is inviting all the others, where I don't know why, honestly said, except for more fun with more friends. But seeing that later on, we have this situation between her and Hayama, I asked myself if she invited the others just to have time with Hayama there. Not saying that she wants to be with him, which could possibly be true. I mean, he's, from the outer appearance, a nice guy and everything. But I asked myself more like she needs some private time with him to talk about stuff. And there is something going on. I mean, we had Hayama in the last episodes opening up about him not always being the good one, about having his own past in many regards, about understanding Hikki more than most other people do. And now we have this scene with him and Iroha, which makes me question what he is doing and what she is doing. I will talk about that later. We had the very great photo moment, which is this one. I liked it. We had some fallback to past episodes. So Ebina apologized for the situation which was there, which she caused, kind of. Because she realized that this has caused a lot of other things. In this case, the near breakup of our tripod here. So she's aware of that and apologized. I liked that. So we had a small fallback to this moment with her. We had Miura in a small moment as well, again with Iroha here. So it felt like when Iroha was having a headache, Miura offered her water and everything. And I think for a second Iroha thought that it was, I guess, Hayama offering her the water, but it was Miura instead, who I think is kind of watching out closely what is going on with her guy, Hayama. So there is something in the situation of Hayama and Iroha where I don't know where it's going to. From what we've seen at the fireworks in the end, I ask myself, I see two options. The one is that Hayama and Iroha, there is something going on. She wants something from him, and he denies, so she runs away crying. I think it's the easy solution. However, I ask myself if maybe, just maybe, Hayama, holy heck, Hayama used her to try to repair what was going on at Hikki's side, or maybe do something else. So what if Hayama used and set in motion Iroha to kind of influence Hikki and what is going on with the club and everything? I just see this as an option. So clearly when you re-watch the scene with the fireworks, she is kind of shouting a question into his direction, and it seems like she's it is not nicely done, you know. She's like upset, feels a bit like, did you make me do this and that, something, you know, like you didn't make me do something, or did you yourself do something. So it is an kind of an attack, and instead of like an explanation or anything, there's a very short answer from him, which I guess is kind of like just a yes, or you got it, something like that. And instantly, so, and then she's just running away crying because she, I guess like her doubts or her fears have been approved. So she's running past the others. As I say, it's all speculation. I can only guess, but there is more in there, and the lightning, the effect of the lights there, the lighting, Hayama being partially in shadows and everything, that combined with his mentioning of him being not always a good guy, having dark sides as well, kind of makes me ask if there's something in this direction. So much about that. Your favorite girl, right? We will learn. However, we have a lot of moments with those three here. So Hikki has private time with Yui. He has private time with Yuki as well. So with Yui, he has this nice moment in one of the shops where they are talking about this, where they are now. And she's like, I would like to go here again. And it is about going together, not alone. I am not completely sure if she meant going with Hikki. Or if she meant going all of them, the groups, the friends, right? But he is kind of offering her and inviting her somewhere in the future to go into this more private, more silent park, I think it is. Something that is closer by. I'm not sure what he meant. But it is this of we can have like a date or like our private time together, which she would like to. And we had the fallback into the past, these moments where she's like, I will not just wait, I will take the first step. So that's why he said it. There is still the option for those. However, the someday in the end, this someday we will do it, made me feel kind of depressed because I don't know completely where it... Oh yes, it is from Westworld. Those of you who have seen it. Because there is a character who always says to his girl, we will do it someday. And this someday is very, very much standing for never. Someday we will do it. Someday I will make it. Someday we will be rich. Someday we will be happy. You know, it is this not today. So that's why that was, although it was meant positively, for me was more like, oh yeah, it's sadly more like an empty phrase. Maybe, as I said, it's due to my Westworld experience. So that's one thing. But there was a short moment between the two characters again. And we have this moment between Hikki and Yuki in this ride, talking to each other. And honestly, I'm not sure if she ever opened up that much about herself at all before. So I guess that is an effect from the last episode, from what happened. From him opening up and her being hurt and opening up as well. So she talked about her sister. She talked about her own fears and problems. I mean, there was a big moment there. She clearly stated her sister was always loved by so many people. She's a lovable person, you know? While she, Yuki, is by many people seen as unlikable, which is a hard phrase. As I guess it's mainly due to this fact that you see the two sisters at the same time. So you see the shining, glorious, wonderful, charismatic big sister, and then you see Yuki, who is always so drawn, holding back, which is posted as a positive thing, but it is additionally negative, like she's just unlikable. So that's a hard one, I can see that. Her struggle with realizing that she will never have that she does not have this spark of likability. This, what I mean is more than normal, right? Then realizing that there is something that Hikki has that she never will have. This kind of empathy, dark empathy, cleverness, this ability to use the negative sides of stuff for positive outcome. I don't know what it is, what she means there exactly. Just guessing, that's it. And then her realization, which I really like, that she needs to find something else, something they don't have. And his question, what is it? Exactly, what is it? So that's a big question there. And I really like it. It's a cool moment. It's such a good moment. Her opening up, and by stating that openly to someone else, it is a major step. Because I think there she found herself. This moment of realizing I have to find something else, not copy others. find yourself, find what defines you, what is it you have. I think that's the beginning of a journey. I don't know if it is starting there or if it has started in the past, but it is a great thing to hear from her. It gives at least me a lot of insight in her character, and her telling that to Hikki is a major step because it is trust we are talking about, and she opened up to him. So it was a really good and very important scene. And then before they crashed down, this "save me someday," okay. I mean, we could now argue about what does she mean by that sentence. Save me someday? Save me a day in the future, right? A day where we will spend time together? Or is it like, save me, Obi-Wan, you're my only hope, someday? I guess it means a second. But who would say that to someone, right? Like, I might be in trouble in the future, please save me when it's time. Who says something like that? I'm not sure. However, it fell back to this one episode where Hikki and Yui had this very, very special moment, where there was this moment where she was about to tell him that she loves him. I'm pretty sure about that one. And in this episode, I think in the ending, when it crashed and it didn't work out, Yui, made Hikki promise that Hikki would save Yuki one day when she needs it. I'm pretty sure this moment was. So there was a fallback to that. Nicely done. Okay. Yeah, and then we had the fireworks. So that's the thing. Interesting episode, as I said. Most of it was jolly, joyful, good, heartfelt, right? Good feel moments. Then there was this change towards the question if Yui and Yuki are getting more and more closer, which was in the last episodes already here and there, but it was a lot in this one, in my opinion. And then when all of that felt like, okay, it's just a feel-good episode to bring us back together, to make us understand all is going well again, right? Then they dropped the hammer at the end, and showed us something's going on there with Iroha and Hayama, where we have no clue what it is. And once you're in this moment of confusion, you get an after-credit scene with Rumi, where you do not understand anything. I rewatched that, and I'm like, who the heck is she talking about? I mean, she's talking about those two giving the perfect presents, and I felt more neither like it was about them fighting not to split up stuff. So is she talking about Hayama and Miura? Is she talking about any of those here? Is she talking about her parents? I have no clue. It just felt so random there. And it was a moment of, I don't know, 1 or 2 episodes ago where he was talking with her. He was talking with Rumi. So I really have no clue what that was about. So I will, for now, have to ignore it because I don't understand it. However, it was a great episode, and I look forward to the next ones. This series is really running now, so we will see where it is going. That's it from me this time. Until the next time, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye, and out.